Hello everyone, Fanta here, and welcome to Tales from Retail. Today I'm talking about GameStop once again. I don't remember if the last episode was about Walmart or GameStop, but I couldn't really think of anything this time about Walmart, so I'm just gonna go talk about GameStop. So, GameStop. Really, the most ups and downs of my retail career was at GameStop. And I don't know, it had a lot of times that really weren't that bad, and I was like, this is my job, really? This is awesome. And then other times where I was like, oh, can't believe this is my job. So I'm gonna get into a time where I was a manager, and there were nights where I had to work all by myself. In fact, sometimes I'd have to work the entire day by myself if somebody called in sick. That was never fun. So what did I do by myself? Like, what would you do? But first, before of course we dive in, I have to tell you what weird drink I'm drinking today. This is called Dogfish Head, and it's the Sea Quench Ale Session Sour. Every single person I've had try this did not like it. I think it's very mediocre at best. It's okay. It's not great. I bought it because for once a Facebook ad actually worked on me and said, quench your thirst. And I'm like, you know, that sounds, I want something refreshing. I want a refreshing beer for the summer because, I mean, I'm most of the time drinking these, doing these videos, and even though it rained outside, it's still super hot, and now it's humid as well. So it's actually like dripping water off, which is weird in Arizona. That doesn't happen. We don't get condensation at all. So, back, I don't know if this is invisible or if it's getting screwed up. I don't think it will be. It is green though, so it could be. I'm sorry if it's weird, the whole video. I'm not gonna put it down. So, what was it like, going back, what was it like working at GameStop by myself? Most of the time, honestly, it wasn't that bad. In fact, I preferred it because you kind of run out of things to talk about, and you're just kind of just bullshitting to be bullshitting at that point. You're just like, so what games are you looking forward to? And they're like, really? You have to talk about games I'm looking forward to? Really? We work at GameStop, dude. We ask people that all day. Sounds like you're pitching me a sales question. So I liked being alone at night because our store let us turn down the volume of the TV, and whenever I worked alone, I'd do that every single time because they were so loud, so obnoxious, and they just kept repeating the same crap over and over and over. It drives you insane, especially when you go to those stores and they can't adjust the volume and they're super loud, or when the TV glitches and there's only like 2 ads and it's just the same 2 songs and the same 2 ads. Playing and playing and playing, it's going to blow your brains out. That happened many times. My favorite days were when the whole TV system would be down and it was just a black screen. That was the best. Another good time with the TV, I guess I'm talking about the TV now. I was supposed to talk, anyway. Another time I liked the TV was during E3. There was usually a lot of different new stuff. It's like almost every single day it was new videos, which really they should have been doing in the first place, right? Yeah? Or at least new videos every week would be nice, but instead most of the time it was the same fucking videos every single month. Well, I guess not every single month, but for months at a time we'd have at least one of the same games in that rotation. And you're just like, I never want to play Assassin's Creed game again. I never want to play Crackdown. Or not Crackdown. I never want to play Saints Row. God, I hate Kanye West more than I already hated him. Ah, God, it was, you just hear the same portion of the song and you just start hating artists you'd never heard of. Like, that was the first time I heard Imagine Dragons, and I never wanted to hear that Radioactive song ever again after hearing that song. Just a bit of it over and over and over. I'm trying to remember what game it was. It was like an MMO console third-person shooter game. I have it behind me. I don't remember the name of it. That's fine. It wasn't very good and it died pretty damn quickly. So I wouldn't sit there and watch the TV. That rules that out, but I would turn it down. That's okay, that's how I got to this part. And I would also clean up the store, of course, and then when it was cleaned, I would usually just go off camera and like text people or look at Reddit. And, you know, I'd still watch the door, make sure no one's just walking in. So I'm sitting there on the floor on Reddit. But even that would get boring because I'd go through all the pages in like 15 minutes and I'd be like, okay, well now I've got nothing to look at. So when they had sports games, when the Xbox One rolled around, that was at least mildly entertaining because I would put two teams against each other and I would put them in AI and I'd put the AI difficulty super high. So it'd be like two really good teams and they'd play. I think I watched basketball, hockey, football. It was sad, okay? This was my entertainment. I was watching a video game of sports and I'd pick a team to root for so I at least cared a little bit. But looking back, that's just sad. I was getting paid, whatever, it doesn't matter. There was nothing else I could do. I cleaned the store. Most of the time I would count the registers. At least I'd count the left register about an hour before close, and then about 15-20 minutes before close, I would count the first register and pray that nobody walked in the last 10 minutes. If they did, I'd be like, so you got a credit card, right? Yeah?
What?
Are you open?
Read the sign.
I'll have a Krabby Patty Deluxe and a double chili kelp fries.
No, you won't.
And then they pay with quarters because they're dickhead. Yeah, it was just boring, but it was also kind of relaxing at the same time. You could kind of go into like a Zen mode. I usually space out staring at the game wall. Another dangerous thing at the time before I knew what GCU was, I don't know if it was a thing even yet at Best Buy, but I'd stare at all the used games and be like, you know, I haven't played this game. So I'd either check it out for a couple of days or I'd wind up buying the damn thing just because I got that 20% off. And I was like, whatever. A new game for my collection, and of course most of the time I'd play it for a week and then get bored of it. So I stopped doing that after probably my first couple of years of working there, just buying random games. I would pay attention for rare games. I'd pick up some of those. I still have a collector's edition of, I think it's one of the Tales of series for the Xbox 360. I've got like the steel case for it and all that cool stuff. And other than that, I just walk around, stare at the games. Sometimes I'd find a game I haven't heard of yet, read the back of it, go on my phone. But yeah, the weirdest thing I did was do the Teams thing. Sometimes I'd play the demos on the game systems if they weren't being dicks that week, because it's really weird. The security, not the security, but the strictness of the manager really depended upon the week. It was just all whatever the district manager was feeling at the time. Like if the district manager had just slammed my manager's ass, my manager's gonna sit there and try to slam our asses. So we couldn't play demos sometimes we could. Sometimes we couldn't be seen on our phone, that's why I'd go off camera. And I don't know, I think the worst part about retail is the fact that you feel like you're wasting your life. You can feel the hours draining from you because you're just standing there and you're being paid to breathe. It's just abysmal. Another thing I would do, now this never led to anything, it was supposed to, but GameStop's a bunch of pricks, so it never did. There are these this was near the end of my time at GameStop. They had these quizzes for the employees, and you'd go through them and you'd get points. So I would, we kind of had a store competition. You could see everybody else in the district, and we're trying to beat everyone because there was a promise. It always said this, it was coming soon, that we'd get a reward of some kind. And we're hoping, oh cool, it's gonna be gift cards, it's gonna be more discounts, we're gonna get some crazy, some cool stuff. I think I got to a couple thousand points. I was tied with number one of the store, I think, most of the time because there's so much downtime. And nothing ever happened for a year. We did this stupid thing, and after a year and getting all these points, I got nothing for it. So I don't know if they ever implemented that. If you're working at GameStop right now and you know what I'm talking about, please comment down below. I want to know if this ever paid off. And if I got screwed over somehow. I want to know. I want to know. Anyway, so that's it for this episode. Real quick, I'm just going to check the time and take a sip of beer at the same time. So it's been about 10 minutes or so. That's all I really have to say about on this episode. I do want to tell you guys though, Twitch. Been live streaming, guys. Been live streaming a lot. It's been fun. Oh my god. There was this stream where I had 26 people, no, it was like 21 people raid my stream because I had 5 people watching already. I had 21 people raid. So all of a sudden my chat is just going crazy. They're like, oh, you've been raided by the crazies. And I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And I'm just getting follower after follower after follower. And they're all following me. And then I actually stayed with me until the end of the stream. So I had about 25, 26 people watching for the rest of my stream. It was so cool. Like I thought they'd show up, raid, and then just leave. But instead, a couple of them joined me in my game. I've started playing Warframe a lot. Love the community. Nicest people I've ever met. Oh my god. I've made so many new friends. It's such a great game. And if you want to join me, my in-game name is down below. My Steam name is down below. So if you want to add me, definitely down to play that. I'm also going to start streaming some more PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. It's going to be fun. I want to play with you guys. We've got a Discord now. Discord links down below. This shit's popping off, guys. It's popping off. And next month, I'm going to be moving into a new place. So instead of being in the garage, I'm going to have my own studio room separate from my bedroom. So I'm in my bedroom and then like a studio office type thing. So expect more quality edited content, more green screen videos, longer videos. It's going to be phenomenal. Also coming up next week, Splatoon, I think it's this weekend actually. Splatoon 2 comes out, I think this Friday, I don't know. As the words are telling you. I'm going to do a review on it. I didn't get a review copy because I'm not a Nintendo ambassador anymore. Hopefully that changes at some point. Who knows? Maybe this video will sway them in the right direction, right? So I'm going to be doing a full-on review of that. Angry Joe seems to be leaving the scene, so I'm going to try to take that place. It's kind of a lofty goal, but you know what? I don't see many other reviewers do what he does, so I might adopt and adapt his style and just change it a little bit. It'll be interesting. I'm gonna workshop it a little bit. I might do it for my Splatoon review, I'm not sure. I might do a short review for Craigslist Game Finds and a long, crazy Angry Joe style, skit-fueled, crazy thing. I said crazy twice, I'm sorry. For this channel, because this is my experimental channel. This is where the dreams are gonna come true. This is where weird, offshoot videos that might not do well or videos that will do crazy will take place. So I want to thank all of you guys for joining me for this crazy journey that we're about to go on, especially when I get my own studio. It's going to be a lot more videos. I'm sorry I haven't had Tales for Retail for I think a week, maybe 2. And that was just because my camera burned out. I had to check that I didn't do it again. And I'm actually going to wrap this video up. Sorry for taking so much of your time at this end. Don't drink this beer, it's pretty terrible. It keeps getting worse because it's warming up. I'm gonna set it over here. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like down below if you liked the video. Subscribe for more crazy content. And as always, have a fantastic day. See ya.